नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम क़ाल अल्लाहु तआला इन्ना हुदल्लाहि हुवल हुदा व क़ाल रसूलुल्लाहि सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम खैरुकुम मन तअल्लमल क़ुरआन व अल्लमा सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम व सदक़ रसूलुहुल करीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। अल्लाहुम्मा इरहमनी और अल्लाहुम्मा अरहमनी बिल क़ुरआनिल अज़ीम वजअलहु ली इमामन व नूरन व हुदन व रहमा वजअलहु ली हुज्जतन या रब्बिल आलमीन रब्बी यस्सिर व ला तुअस्सिर व तम्मिम बिल खैर आमीन सुम्मा आमीन। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। One good news is this, that anything you have learned so far about the Madi will be still valid, and you will not learn anything new other than the fact that we are changing from the past tense to present and future tense. Making sense? Okay. For example, in the Fi'l Madi, we used to say kataba. Kataba, siga number 1. Same thing as fa'ala. Fa'ala mean he did. In kataba, the root words are kaf, ta, and ba. And it is in Arabic language, kataba, or these root words are known for writing or learning and things like that. Yeah. So when we say kataba, we know that huwa is hidden inside. Yeah. So then kataba is madi. How do we make it mudare? We add, and kataba, again, before I move on too quick, kataba, he wrote. And kataba is third person. So person is very important. Third person, second person, and first person. So do you guys agree that kataba, siga number 1, is a third person, masculine, singular?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, good. So now what is the counterpart? If I want to say he's writing, or he writes, or he will write, I am going to say yaktubu. What am I going to say? Yaktubu. So what is the important thing to understand? That in the Madi, we said there is a suffix. Suffix came towards the end. Yes. In the present tense, there is a prefix. And that prefix is coming in the beginning. Yeah. So these words, ya, these are the prefixes. What are they? Prefixes. As soon as you see ya, your mind should go third person. The moment you see ta, your mind should go second person. Alif and noon, first person. Alif for I, noon for we. And I'm going to go more detail. Just wanted to give you a little preview. The example, so that when I talk about it, you know what I'm talking about. Fi'l al-Madi conveys a complete action. It is also referred to as perfect tense. Why perfect? Because we know whatever happened in the Madi is completed. There is no doubt about it. We know that the action we have done in the past is completed. But the action which is happening in the present is still happening. It's not complete yet. Or an action which will happen in the future has not even started yet. So another name for Fi'l al-Mudare or present future tense is imperfect. What is it known as? Imperfect tense. So Fi'l al-Mudare or Fi'lun Mudarun conveys an incomplete action. The action can be ongoing in the present, or it can be a future action. It is also referred to as imperfect tense. So in the future, if I say perfect tense, what am I talking about? Fi'l Madi, past tense. If I say imperfect tense, then I'm talking about either the future or the present tense. So in the Arabic language only, the people of Arabic grammar, they have combined the present and the future in one tense, and they call it Fi'l Mudari. Any questions so far?
Good.
No questions? Okay.
So far, so good.
Very good. Alhamdulillah. Perfect tense. Action is complete. He wrote. We are done with it. But when we come with fi'l al-mudari, we have three possibilities. Either he writes, which is going to happen in the present, or he is still writing. It's an ongoing action, which is still happening in present. Or he will write sometime in the future. Could be near future, could be far future, but you will be giving me three different answers for yaktubu. You will be saying he's writing, he writes, he will write. Is that clear? And inshallah, as we delve more into it, when we start making verbal sentences with mudare, you will start to get the gist of it, whether it is a present or is it a future. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So the next thing is, we have looked at some examples in the past. Did we look at Katala? Yes. Katala Daudu Jaluta. So Katala means he killed. Is it Fi'l al-Madi? It is Fi'l al-Madi.
Yeah.
Is Katala Siga number 1? Yes. Is Huwa in there? Yes. In Yaktulu, he is killing, he kills, he will kill. The Huwa is still there. There is no change there. The file is still Huwa. But what we have done, by adding the Yaktulu, the Ya, we have changed it to Fi'l al-Mudari. And by the way, we're only talking about third person right now. And we will look into second person, and we look at first person, and we look in, the second person and first person. So Jalasa, we know what Jalasa is. He sat. Yajlisu, he is sitting. He sits, he will sit. Dhahaba, he went. Yazhabu, he is going. He goes, he will go. Shariba, he drank. Yashrabu, he is drinking. He drinks, he will drink. Okay. Kathura, yaksuru, it increased, it is increasing, it increases. So the signs are ya, ta, alif, and noon. Isn't that what we just looked at?
Yes.
Ya for the third person, ta for the second person, alif and noon for the first person. Alif for I and noon for we. Yeah. Okay. So in Fi'l al-Madi, we had fa'ala, we had fa'ila, and we had fa'ula. Fa'ala, that the fa kalima and the lam kalima, they always have the fatha. But only the ain kalima, they can change from fatha to kasra or dhamma. Agree? Okay. So if I take fa'ula pattern and I need to make the mudare with it, you remember this table, right? We had the third person, second person, first person, singular, musanna, jama, and then what else is left? Male and female, right? Masculine and feminine, right? So, Brother Khalid, remember you asked me that why we had kasra in yajlisu.
Yep.
Remember that? And then there was the fatha. So, to keep that discussion simple, whenever we have the ain on the, when we have the dhamma on the ain, it will always be dhamma on the ain, yaf'ulu. Is that making sense?
Yep.
Okay. Now then the next thing you're going to say, how do I know this? And this is where we are dependent on the Arabic grammar people. And for that reason, we have the dictionary, and we also have those 6 families. And later on, why I'm hesitant to bring that subject right away, because some people might get overwhelmed with it. So it's better when the mind is more trained, then we bring into the picture, because we would need some memorization. We would need some, looking up some dictionary and all that. So over here, fa'ula, it will become yaf'ulu. The musanna will become yaf'ulani. Yaf'alu, he does, he is doing, he will do. What is the translation? He is doing, he will do. Agree? Okay. Somebody? Anyone? Yeah. Okay. Yaf'ulani will be for 2 people. The ani sound Yaf'ulani. And then
Yaf'aluna.
Yaf'aluna for the plural. Yeah. Now, this is the
so, Brother Abid, we see this word in the Quran too, Yaf'aluna.
Yes, and I'll show you a lot of examples later on. But right now, just play along with me that Yaf'ulani, now the ani sound, which is the sound of dual, is coming back into the picture. And the una sound, the Muslimuna sound, is coming back into the picture. So the mudare is different in a sense. It will be Yaf'ulu, Yaf'ulani, Yaf'uluna. For the female, and by the way, in the Quran, the fail al-mudare female is very limited. So we want to learn it, but if we don't get too much out of it, then don't worry too much about it. Just for now, play along. You will see taf'ulu instead of yaf'ulu for the female, because we know that female in Arabic, we have the ta marbuta. Yes? Isn't the ta feminine? Ta tanis is the feminine sign, ta. Yeah. So that's become taf'ulu. And then it will become taf'ulani and yaf'ulna. But as soon as it changes from the third person, it came back to yaf'ulna. Okay. I know you will be asking your mind, or why is it that? But this is the people of the grammar did it. I didn't do it. We just have to play along and learn it, right? We don't. If we say why, we're not gonna learn anything. We'll just get more confused. So this is something they give it to us. Yes, we understand it to some extent, but then we just follow along. Yeah. Is that clear?
Yes, the rule of the game.
Again. Yes.
Oh, same. Like it used to be the first that. Yes. I get it. I understand.
Right. So then taf'ulani. So these are still the same. Yes.
Yeah.
Taf'aluna, taf'uluna, yaf'uluna, taf'uluna. So over here, they do, they are doing, they will do. Yes. Taf'alu,
yeah.
Taf'ulani, taf'uluna. This is mudakkar. Taf'ulu, taf'ulina, taf'ulani, taf'ulna. This is for the feminine, for the second person. And af'ulu and naf'ulu. I do, I am doing, I will do. Naf'ulu, we do, we are doing, we will do. This is for first person. Now, it will take some time for us to digest it. But again, as a rule of the game, we need to swallow that and just give it a due right and understand them, memorize them, and start using them. As the more we use them, the more we will get comfortable with them. And again, the feminine version of mudare is very limitedly used in the Quran. So I will pay more attention to the masculine one and take it from there. So before I go for the break, let me show you a simpler screen so that you guys can understand this even maybe in a different way. Okay, so this is another lecture I did. Over here we know that we have fa'ala, fataha, nasara. This is fi'l madi, and then we have fi'l mudare, and this is the example of fi'l mudare, and I'm only showing you 7 out of the 14. How many sigas we have? 14. But I'm only showing you the 7 of them. Fa'ala, fa'alu. Which one is missing? The musanna one, the dual ones.
Fa'ala.
Fa'ala is missing, right?
Yeah.
So this course was a sort of a very, very basic course where all the complexities were removed. So which one is the used in the Quran is shown. So fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna. And for the feminine, we only looked at fa'alat. Yeah. Then in today's class, meaning the mudare, we look at yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu. And for the female, what did we learn? Taf'alu. Yeah. Okay. So yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'aluna, they do. And also mean they will do, right? taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, nafalu, and hiya taf'alu. Again, if you now do side by side, look at this shadowed area. The shadowed area for Madi is at the end, and the shadowed area for the Mudare is in the beginning. This is the suffix, this is the prefix. What was the suffix? Waw plus alif for the Jama. Ta, tum, tu, na. These are some of the suffixes. And what are the suffixes or the prefixes for Mudare? Ya, ta, alif, noon. Isn't that the 4 letters we looked at?
Yes.
Yes. And in this, you see the picture of the plane here, and the way we were trying to explain, when the plane is taking off, what do you see? You see the tail of the plane. Yes, because it's taking off. So in the Madi, you look at the end. And when you are seeing a plane landing, you see the face of the plane, and that's where you see the Mudare. So this was just an example. Okay. Let's take a look at this. These are Madi, Fa'ala, Fataha, Ja'ala. Okay. Now look what happens. When you have Fa'ala, it will become Yaf'alu. If you have Fa'alu, it will become Yaf'aluna. Fa'alta, Taf'alu. Fa'altum, Taf'aluna. Fa'altu, Af'alu. Fa'alna, Naf'alu. Fa'alat, Hiya, Taf'alu. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, more people?
Yes, slowly. I think
okay,
it's
good.
on track.
No worries.
Yeah.
So remember, in the Fi'l Madi, we have root words. For example, we have Fa, Ain, and Lam. And if somebody gives us, instead of Fa, Ain, and Lam, if somebody gives us Jim, Ain, and Lam, our job is to substitute the Jim in the position of Fa, Ain in the position of Ain, Lam in the position of Lam. In this case, only the Jim was different, but the message or the translation from Fa'ala, he did, so Ja'ala, he made, because Ja'ala in Arabic is for making something. On the same token, when we made these variation, we said Fa'ala, he did, Fa'alu, they did, Fa'alta, you did, Fa'altum, you all did, Fa'altu, I did, Fa'alna, we did. If you take that and then you convert it into Ja'ala, then it will become Ja'ala, he made, Ja'alu, they all made, Ja'alta, you made, Ja'altum, you all made, Ja'altu, I made, Ja'alna, we made. Now I want to convert this into Fi'l al-Mudari. So for the third person, I'm going to say Yaf'alu, he does, or he is doing, or he will do. Yaf'aluna, they do, they will do, or they are doing. Taf'alu, you do, you are doing, you will do. Taf'aluna, you all do, you all are doing. I do, I am doing, I will do. Yeah. Are you able to hear me? Nafalu.
Yeah, we had a little break, but
yeah, the internet was the problem. So afalu, I do, I am doing, I will do. Nafalu, we do, we are doing, we will do. If we have to convert that into ja'ala, it will become yaj'alu, he makes, he's making, he will make. Yaj'aluna, they make, they are making, they will make. Taj'alu, you make, you are making, you will make. Yeah. Taj'aluna, you all make, you all are making, you all will make. Aja'alu, I make, I am making, I will make. Naj'alu, we make, we are making, we will make. So in the fi'l al-mudari, the important thing to remember, ya, the harf ya, as an alamat, as a sign of mudari, that is for third person. The ta for second person, alif for singular first person, noon for plural first person. At least this much is clear. Show of hands.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes. So
Okay,
far,
good.
so good. Alhamdulillah.
So today, if you can only just identify the ya and the ta and the alif and the noon, inshallah, that is also a big accomplishment. Yeah. So inshallah, and with this different presentation, is this also helping you? Yeah. Is this also helping you a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Even though I'm only showing you half of them, but you're getting the gist of it. You're getting at least the big picture, right? So again, if you see it side by side, ja'ala yaj'alu, ja'alu yaj'aluna, ja'alta taj'alu, ja'altum taj'aluna, ja'altu aj'alu, ja'alna naj'alu, and ja'alat for feminine taj'alu. Because we know that for feminine, we also have the taj'alu variation. So now let me take you to the Quran. Okay, for example, you guys have read Surah Al-Baqarah how many times? You read it a lot, right? So look at this. Allazina yu'minuna. What is yu'minuna? Look at the alamat mudari. Is this ya?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. They believe. This exercise is going to help us identify that we know our verbs now. We know the verbs are of present tense, future tense, or madi. Okay, so the moment I see from now on, if I see the ya in the beginning, that's my indication number one that I'm dealing with the fe'lul mudari. Yes, so yuminuna, those who believe. Is this present, or is it future, or is it past?
It's present.
Yes. So yu'minu, yu'minani, and yu'minuna, the gardan. And I'm going to show you some example too. So just before I get you into the presentation, I want to point out that the thing you have been reading all along, there is so much from fi'l al-mudari. So if you look at yu'minuna, if it's a verb, is this yu'minuna a verbal sentence?
Yes.
Yes, because there is a verb and there is a file. Yes. Now, in the Madi, we had the waw and alif. What was the pronoun? Hum. In the yuminuna, who was the pronoun? Hum. Yes. But the una is the plural sound. In Madi, it was the waw and the alif. Fa'alu. And this is fa'aluna or yaf'aluna. Yes. What about yukimuna? Is this also mudare?
Yes.
They believe and they establish, right? Are these present tense? Establish and
Yes.
present tense? Okay. Now, if you're not sure, if you don't believe me, look at this. Third person, the third person means the ya, masculine, mudhakkar, masculine is mudhakkar, male, plural is jama, and imperfect is present. What is another name for present tense? Imperfect. Look at the Arabic. Failul mudare wal waw damir muttasil fi mahali rafa file. I don't want to get you confused, so don't worry about it. But the important thing to know, they're saying this is failul mudare. So I'm not lying to you. Yeah. Look at the yukimuna. Is it also third person? Yes, because of the ya. Is it masculine? Yes.
Masculine, yes.
Is it jama? Is it plural? Yes. And is it an imperfect verb? Yes. Is it failul mudari? Yes. Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Agree. Now let's look at this one. وَرَزَقْنَاهُمْ. Look at this. رَزَقْنَاهُمْ. We have provided them. Madi or Mudare? Okay, this is an
पहले
interactive.
माजी,
Madi,
पहले
Madi,
माजी,
Madi,
माजी,
Madi.
Everybody
Okay.
came off the mute at the same time.
Okay, for now,
We talk
if
in
you
chorus.
okay, listen to me. If you don't have a background noise, it's okay to unmute for the next 10 minutes because we want to do some interactive stuff, right? Even I would like sisters to be participating too, right? Where is Sister Onaiza today? She's very quiet.
No, I'm here.
Okay, good. So some sisters, some brothers, just people who do not have a lot of background noise, unmute and play along with me, right? So razaqnahum. By now, we know that razaqnahum is a verbal sentence with a fail, a file, and a maful. Can you guys see that? And look at the translation. Okay, Brother Ijaz, please just let me speak, and then when I ask you, please, then you comment, right?
Okay.
So, Jazakallah khair. So razaqnahum, if you don't know the answer, just look at the meaning on the top. We have provided them. So we is the file, them is the maful, and have provided is the verb. And it is a madi. I don't have to think too much about it because it's provided. It is done in the past. But look at it. Yunfikun. They spend. Is yunfikun madi or mudare? Now you can
Mudare.
And the reason you said mudare, there are two reasons. There is the una sound and there is the sign of ya.
Yeah.
Now, ya, are we talking about they? Is it the third person?
Yes.
Right. So the people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the people, we have provided them, out of that, they spend. So Madi and Mudare, you see both of them in action. Razaqnahum is a Madi verbal sentence and Yunfikuna is a Mudare verbal sentence. Do you see that? Yunfikuna is a verbal sentence. Why? Because there is a verb, nafaka, and una is the plural sound of hum. So file is they, and what they do, they spend. Now, in this sentence, we know this is spend present. This could also be somewhere used, they will spend, depending on the context of the sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, with a show of hands, the rest of the people who are not talking, can they show me or give me some idea that they are following me?
Following.
Okay, and you guys see these examples straight from the Quran, so you can appreciate the fact that the Quran is full of them. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. So look at this. How many times we read Surah Al-Fatiha?
At least 17 times a day.
Okay. So look at this. Na'budu. Is this noon? Is the first person mudare? We worship.
Yeah.
Na'budu. Na'budu. Yeah. Nasta'een. We ask you for help. Is this fi'l al-mudare?
Yes.
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 Okay. Good. So if you look at na'budu and remember this chart or this surface tagir, we need to know the madi part. We need to know the mudare part. So in our class, we have progressed from the madi to the mudare today, inshallah, alhamdulillah. And in the next few sessions, you will learn how to make fi'l al-amr, like how to make a command from abada ya'budu, ubud, worship. The abada, he worshipped in the past, fi'l al-madi. Ya'budu, he worshipped, he is worshipping, he will worship. If I want to give a command to somebody, worship, I'm going to say, oh, Bud, worship. You guys see what I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the person, yes, the person based on this action is known as abidun, the worshipper. The person who does the act of worshipping, his name is abidun. When a person does the sajda, what do we call them? Sajidun. Right? A person who helps, we call him nasirun. It's based on the verb, the root letter, nasara, abada. Now, who we worship? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our ma'budun. He is the maf'ul, but he's the ismul maf'ul. There is a difference between the maf'ul and ismul maf'ul. And what is the action of ibadah? Ibadatun. Yeah? Okay. So similarly, when you're reading Surah Al-Fatiha next time, when you say Iyyaka na'budu, you are saying Fi'l al-Mudari. We worship. Now, is this present or we say we will worship? We say we worship right now. We worship, we are worshiping, and also we will worship. But over here, the meaning is more present. Yes, we worship Iyaka, only you we worship, not you and others, only you. Iyaka mean only you we worship. Wa Iyaka nasta'in, and we ask you for help. Ista'ana is for help. Okay, ihdina is guide us.
Yes.
Is it fi'l al-amr? Is the request?
Yes, request.
Yes, Sister Romana, please go ahead.
Brother, the nasta'inu, it comes from a 4-root letter word, is it?
Okay, let's take a look. So, yes, you're right. It's from Bab Istif'alun. Okay. So, yes, and inshallah, in the next class, meaning the next session, after we finish these 10 sessions, the next class, the next project will be about the root letter words. I mean, they are still root letters are 3 always, but we have additional letters, and that is our second class, part 2. In this class, the highlight is when the moment you see the noon, that is an indication, a sign of Fi'l al-Mudari. Yes? So the point, yes. Brother Ghani, you have a question?
Yeah, I mean, this word which you're showing, sarfe sagir.
Yes.
Was it in the first course or it?
No, this is we are doing it in this course, right?
And so what do you mean by sarfe sagir?
Okay.
Sagir is small.
Small, right? So, Sister Romana, you have another question? You have your hand up.
Oh, sorry. No
It's
problem.
okay. I can lower it for you. Okay, no worries. Okay. So, Brother Ghani and everybody else, this category of Arabic we are learning is known as sarf. There are how many categories we have in the Arabic grammar? We have the nahaw, we have the sarf, and we have the balagha. Yes? Nahaw was the course we finished part 1, part 2, part 3. Before you guys joined this course, we finished the Nahaw part. Yeah. And from this course, from this last 10 sessions, or from session number 1, we are learning the category of Arabic, which is categorized as sarf. Yeah. When we are learning from sarf, we are learning mostly about verbs and how they transform from one to another, morphology. Yeah. So there is a chart called Sarf Saghir, which means a shorter chart telling you, if I give you the root words and if I tell you the pattern, you need to tell me the Madi, the Mudare, the command, Ismul File, Ismul Maf'ul, and the name of the action, and a bunch of other things. And this chart is known as Sarf Saghir. In this chart, so far, we have accomplished the Madi, and we have today trying to accomplish Mudare. Inshallah, in the next session, we will learn into Amr, and then we will learn how to make Ismul File and Ismul Maf'ul. Got it, Brother Ghani?
Thank you very much.
So I use this tool because they have done an excellent job of putting together this for us, so that we know that if I have the word Ain, Waw, Noon in the Quran, they can come from Bab Istifal. When we know this information from the dictionary, this is the example. It's going to be Istaghfara, Yastaghfiru, and then we put Ain, Waw, Noon into this pattern, and we get Ista'ana, Yasta'inu. And if you take Yasta'inu, is it Ya, third person?
Yes.
They ask for help. Asta'inu, I ask for help. Nasta'inu, we ask for help. That Surah Al-Fatiha, when we say Iyyaka nasta'in, the translation is, we only ask for your help. Yeah. Ihdina, ihdi is a command. You guide us. Who? Us. Na, us. You see, if I open this, wa iyyaka, and you alone, nasta'in, we ask for help. Ihdina, guide us to what? As-sirat al-mustaqim. Isn't that what you're asking 14 or 17 times a day? Yeah? Okay. Going back to Surah Al-Baqarah. Let's go to the next ayah. Okay, let's see. What about here? Is this yu'minuna again fi'l al-mudari?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's see what else. Is unzila, I don't want to go there. It might confuse you. So let's just keep on going. Let's go to the next one. Over here, this one is fine. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Wabil akhirati hum yuqinun. Is this ya right away give you the feeling that you're dealing with a mudare?
No.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So in today's lecture, I'm trying to give you those 4 signs that the moment you see a verb and you see the ya in the beginning, it's mudare, 3rd person. If you see the ta, 2nd person. If you see alif, 1st person, singular, and noon, plural, 1st person, nahnu, we. Yeah. So let's quickly take a look at our presentation. We go back to our presentation and try to look at some of these words when we actual examples. So karuma, have we looked at karuma before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we have.
Yes,
So-
yes.
So let's put it in the 14 variations. So it's going to become like yakrumu, yakrumani, yakrumuna, takrumu, takrumani, yakruman, yakrumna, yakrumna. Okay, that's for the female. Takrumu, takrumani, takrumuna, takrumina, takrumani, takrumna. Okay, akrumu, nakrumu. Yeah. So again, if you ignore or you just don't pay too much attention to the feminine, the rest of them, you will understand that he gave respect. Karuma was, he respected, he honored. Karuma is to show ikram to someone. Yes, brother, sister Unaiza?
Brother Abid, I just want to ask you for my clarification. As you said, like for ya is for the 1st person, ta for 2nd person, alif
No.
for
Yeah, for the 3rd person.
sorry, 3rd person, sorry.
Yeah.
And alif for the 1st person singular and noon plural for 1st person.
Yeah.
So, but the plural for 2nd and 3rd person are still ya and ta. Correct?
No, nakrumu can also be for dual, right?
Okay.
Depending on how many people are speaking, right? If there are 2
Yeah.
people, they will still say nakrumu, right?
Yeah.
Nakrumu can only be 1, right?
Yeah. Okay, so for any kind of plural, it would be the noon or just for the 1st person?
Noon.
Noon. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Jazakallah.
All right, good. Okay, so karuba, and you will see the same pattern here. Yakrubu, yukrabu, yukrabani, yukrabuna. Yeah. Tukrabu, tukrabani, yukrabna. So inshallah, you got the idea. I'm just going to just fast forward because we want to save some time. Ukrabu, nukrabu. Okay, so these are the examples of when you have the dhamma on the ain letter. Is qaf the ain letter? Because
Yes.
think about fa'ala. In the
Yes.
any 3 root letters we have, we always put them in the pattern of fa'ala.
Fa'ala.
Yes. So ain is the dhamma here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you will see the same pattern here, and I'm going to allow you this week so that you guys can practice a little bit. And then in the next session, we will go over it again and again, inshallah, until the day we become perfect, inshallah. So let's look at this one quickly. Same idea. All the examples are given to you. This presentation will be shared with you. Please spend the time to go through this. Now, the next one.